John Wayne Western movie that failed to meet his high expectations revealed. With close to 200 on-screen appearances on film and television, John Wayne was the undoubted superstar of Hollywood's yesteryears. His name on the cast is what would pull audiences to theaters. Through his 5-decade career, Wayne starred in some Oscar-worthy, critically acclaimed films, while some were nowhere near that level of praise. And according to him, there's one movie in his filmography that he was not impressed with at all. In a repertoire populated with westerns, John Wayne's Cahill. U.S. Marshal was a film the Hollywood icon was not a fan of. Arriving toward the end of his career, at a time his star was unmistakably fading, Cahill, U.S. Marshal was at its heart a film about an absentee father neglecting his 2 sons. Wayne played widower Cahill, a U.S. Marshal who put work above his family life and spent all his time trying to catch outlaws while overlooking his young sons aged 10 and 17. Cahill's children then decide that the only way to get their father's attention is to turn to lawlessness, so that he might pay some attention to them. The 1973 film translated into a measly role for Wayne, who was used to being the star of the wagon is hitched to, and became more about the 2 boys playing his sons. Directed by Andrew McLaglen, Cahill, U.S. Marshal, was as John Wayne as they come, but the Duke himself wasn't pleased. Wayne publicly admitted, "We rushed that picture, and it shows. We should have had a better script." George Kennedy, who played the antagonist in Cahill, U.S. Marshal, agreed, "I had a good role, and I wouldn't complain about anything except that the film didn't do well." Admitting that Wayne got an unusually meager role in the film, Kennedy continued, "He really had nothing much to do in the film. The stars were really the boys, but the writing wasn't good enough to make anyone care too much about them." Cahill, U.S. Marshal, was somewhat biographical for the actor, and perhaps that's why he had such high expectations from the film. Wayne said of his role in the film, "I thought it had a different approach, the story of a man who puts his work before his family. I know what that's like." James S. Olson and Randy Roberts confirmed that to be true in the book John Wayne. American, the pair claimed Cahill. U.S. Marshal was practically autobiographical for the actor, who was well-versed in putting work before his family and grappled with the guilt that surrounded his absenteeism as a father. They allege his own circumstances, no doubt, played a role in him signing on the film. The Hollywood legend did, however, go on to star in a few better-received westerns, namely True Grit, for which he won the singular Oscar to his name.